You may not see them, but they've always been there, guiding, shielding, and standing guard over you. The divine doesn't always speak in thunderous voices or send signs written in the sky. Sometimes it moves quietly through unseen beings whose only mission is to protect your soul and keep you aligned with a path that leads to your highest truth. Archangel Michael leads them, not with words, but with unwavering devotion and light that never dims. He is not just an angelic name you hear in stories. Michael is a mighty force of divine strength, the commander of a sacred alliance that walks beside you, even when the world feels silent. These protectors are not born of the material world. They operate in dimensions your eyes cannot reach and your ears cannot hear, yet they are closer to you than your next breath. In moments when you felt like giving up, when the weight of your journey felt too heavy to carry alone, you were never truly alone. That calm that wrapped around you during a storm, that inner voice whispering, "Keep going," that wasn't your imagination. That was them. The sacred protectors working behind the veil, clearing paths, breaking chains, and lighting the next step, even when the whole road seemed lost in shadows. You might think you've made it this far through your own strength, and you have, but you've also been lifted by invisible hands, hands that know exactly where you're going, hands that know how to keep your spirit whole. Every surge of courage, every time you felt guided to say yes when fear screamed no, was a gentle nudge from this divine network operating in sacred silence. These beings are not passive watchers. They are active, intentional, and deeply involved in your growth. They're the reason doors opened when you thought all hope was gone. They're the shield that turned away the attacks you didn't even know were coming. They're the whisper behind your confidence, the calm behind your clarity. And they've never stopped working for you, not for a moment. Archangel Michael's team surrounds you constantly, and they ask only one thing in return: trust. Trust not in what you see, but in what you feel. Trust the pull in your heart, the signs in your dreams, the patterns that feel too aligned to be coincidence. These are their ways of speaking to you, of showing you they are near. They don't need praise or recognition. Their only purpose is to ensure that you reach your destiny. Not half of it, not some watered-down version, but the full glory of who you were always meant to become. Even in your hardest moments, when tears fall and answers are nowhere to be found, they are nearest. Not judging, not interfering, just holding space, keeping you safe, nudging you gently back to the light. When you feel overwhelmed, when everything around you seems to crumble, remember, they are building something better behind the scenes. You don't always have to understand the timing. You don't have to figure out the plan. You just have to keep walking with faith. They will carry the rest. This sacred group doesn't just block negativity, they empower you to rise above it. They feed your soul with divine courage, with resilience rooted in the heavens. Their energy is pure, endless, and deeply attuned to your spirit. They don't see your failures as flaws, they see them as stepping stones toward your power. And every time you rise, they rejoice, because they know your spirit was never meant to stay small. You were chosen, not because you are perfect, but because your soul carries light. Because you were made to shine through darkness and lead others to healing just by being who you are. Archangel Michael and his team see this in you, And that's why they fight for you every single day. Their protection is not always about keeping you from pain. It's about helping you grow through it without losing your light. It's about guiding you into strength, into grace, into the kind of faith that can't be shaken. When you align with their energy, you begin to notice it. The right people coming into your life, the sudden clarity when confusion once ruled, the inner peace that arrives even when nothing around you makes sense. This is their work, and the more you open your heart to it, the more their influence flows, not as control, but as gentle, loving guidance. Every prayer you whisper, every intention for good, every act of love, they respond to it. That is the language of the divine. That is how you call them closer. Archangel Michael wants you to know, you are never forgotten. You are constantly surrounded by celestial strength. Every challenge has a divine answer. Every sorrow carries a hidden lesson. And every step forward is a testament to the unseen warriors who never let you fall too far. Even now, as you listen, their energy is weaving through your life, preparing blessings, aligning miracles, softening hearts around you, and clearing away what no longer serves your soul. Their presence is not just protection, it's transformation. And it is available to you always. You don't have to earn it. You just have to receive it. Invite them in with your trust. Honor them with your courage. And know that as long as you walk with faith, they will never leave your side. They are the silent guardians of your journey, the sacred hands lifting you to your greatest potential. And with every breath, their love surrounds you. Archangel Michael says, you are divinely protected. You are eternally guided. And you are never alone.